Plenty of options for cycling when it comes to road biking, going up in the mountains, or just about anything else of the sort in Pocatello. But what about BMX? Up until recently, the Gate City was without a solid track. That is until East Idaho BMX opened up out by the airport earlier this month. Vice President Ben Voiles is a lifelong rider who's pumped to share his passion with the community.
I always tell people it picked me because I love bikes so much. I mean, ever since I was a kid, I went out to the track and when I saw guys racing, I'm like, I want to do that. That looks pretty cool.
Voiles has been out here nearly every day along with President Derek Smith preparing the track. They almost never realized they shared a passion for BMX.
I met Derek, the president, through actually driving truck, and he didn't even know I rode bikes for almost 2 years because I just don't really talk about it. It's just kind of a hobby for me. It's not like a brag or a boast. And so eventually he kind of found out, and his family got into it.
My son had a friend stay the night, and he was like, I'm gonna go, I've got to get up early. And anyway, needless to say, the friend was going to race BMX, and I was like, that track's still out there, huh? He's like, yeah. We went and checked it out the next day, and we've been hooked ever since.
The next thing you know, his kids were racing, back to back and getting pretty involved. And then next thing you knew, he was branching out to do his own nonprofit. And now here we are today running a track.
It might seem surprising that BMX hasn't picked up steam here in Pocatello, but Voiles says he thinks he knows why that is.
Pocatello is huge in like the mountain biking and cycling in general, whether it be road biking or the hills and stuff like that. But what isn't surprising is talk is cheap, right? Everyone says that, like a track could be cool, but no one wants to pick up a shovel, right? So it's kind of like, who do you find that's going to be out here to build this kind of thing and run it?
Given the track's central location right off I-84, Voiles thinks they're well situated going forward.
So I think that this is a really good place, not just because of the local riding community is already large, but our surrounding states, every state that touches has to pass through here to go through anywhere else.
They're already hosting 4 or 5 races each week, and expectations for the future are even loftier.
We want to eventually have a national, possibly. Gold Cup finals would be sweet. Really, I think the biggest goal is just to have a place for the community to have a release, for kids to have something that they can look forward to. They go through the struggle of learning and growing and getting stuck in a stage, and so ultimately my goal is just to have a place for the community to come and have it release.
To learn more, you can find them on Facebook or Instagram at East Idaho BMX.